Hello, it's Sadie. I wanted to come on and do a full moon in Capricorn video for the energy that's kind of picking up right now. The full moon actually doesn't occur until July 13th or 14th, depending on where you are at in the world. But I wanted to talk about this full moon because it could stir a lot of things up. So let's get into the energy briefly. We have the moon. The moon rules our emotions. The moon is also our subconscious, our shadow self. Things that we keep within our psyche that are based upon maybe fears, past conditionings. So this time during this full moon cycle, and you might be feeling this energy now, and it's going to pick up. But you could be feeling a lot of sensitivity. There could be a lot of triggers. There could be a lot of fears, a lot of angers, and a lot of past hurt feelings coming to the surface. The moon, especially full moons, they illuminate. The sun is shining a spotlight on the moon, illuminating everything that's hidden underneath the surface. And so full moon in Capricorn is a particularly heavy energy, especially this full moon, for two reasons. Number one, it's a supermoon. So supermoons are closer to the earth, which means everybody will feel some sort of impact from the energy of the moon. It's really going to amplify emotions. It's going to amplify sensitivities. It's going to amplify triggers. It's going to amplify anger. Whatever you're repressing, whatever you've been holding on to, it's going to amplify that, all right? And not just for you, but for the collective. Here's the other thing about Capricorn full moon, why it's so challenging, is the moon is the ruler of Cancer. We are in Cancer season. Cancer is all about the heart. It's about the mother. It's about the nurturer, nurturing energy, loving energy, giving energy. And Capricorn is opposite that in the zodiac. So this is a very dualistic energy because Capricorn is all business, very practical, sometimes can seem insensitive or unemotional to get the job done. It is an earth energy. Capricorn, again, very practical, can bring in a lot of abundance. So this could be a very abundant time and a time where you feel really motivated to go after your dreams and goals no matter what. But also this could be a very, very triggering time as well. Here's the other part of this. The Capricorn energy in the tarot is represented by the devil. This is our addictions. This is the illusions, deceptions, self-sabotaging behaviors. This is also other people's projections on you. This is, the lower aspect of the ego. And so the Capricorn full moon will really amplify this devil, negative, lower energy. So it is a time where people are more prone to depression, violence, anger, lashing out, projecting on you their own fears and insecurities. And so because of this energy, it can be a very sort of, it can be a time where you have to use a lot of caution and really, really trust your intuition and just kind of be still. We are actually seeing this energy play out in a really tragic and horrible way with the assassination that happened yesterday with the ex-prime minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe. He was in the middle of a campaign speech because he was going to be up for some sort of election. He wanted to get back into politics after he had stepped down in 2020, and he was shot and killed. He was gunned down. And so that's a lot of the negative, darker, heavier energy of this Capricorn full moon. You could see more violent events in that type of nature, because Capricorn also rules government, business, leaders, people who are in like positions of power, people who are in positions of authority. So you could see more events like what took place yesterday happening during this period. And so it can be a very, very heavy energy, all right? The other negative aspect of this full moon is that Venus, which is currently in Gemini, is going to square Neptune, which is in Pisces. And so there could be, again, a lot of misinformation, a lot of manipulation, a lot of just straight out deception, you know, being spewed upon the masses in the collective at this time. So again, it's a time where you really have to trust your discernment and kind of just stay focused on the light. Keep your vibration high, really focus on the things that are good, have gratitude. Again, stillness, or just kind of, you know, spending time by yourself, really protecting your energy is very helpful at this time. Here's the good news, because I don't want to talk about all the bad. There's always, duality is always at play here on this earth plane. And so even though the Capricorn full moon has a lot of heavier energy with it, it has a lot of positive energy with it as well. There is a really, really nice sextile between Mercury and Cancer and Uranus and Taurus. What does that mean in layman's terms for those who aren't into astrology? It means with the Capricorn full moon, you can bring in a lot of abundance. You can bring in a lot of success. You can bring in a lot of wealth for you. It's a time where, again, you could be promoted. Your efforts from the past could be recognized. There could be gifts. There could be windfalls of money. For some, this could be a very, very lucky period where, when in terms of financially and building financial security in your material life, you see huge growth, even in a shocking way, because of that Uranus and Taurus sextile with Mercury and Cancer. And so that's a really beautiful energy. The other energy that is at play right now is justice. We have Pallas Athena, who is she was the goddess of justice and wisdom back in Rome. Her asteroid went into the sign of Mercury, and Mercury's being aspected a lot in this full moon. Because of that, it can bring in a lot of truth. It can bring in a lot of justice for people personally, like knowing what to do, knowing the right decision to make, bringing in clarity, seeing people's true intentions. The other energy that's helping with justice is the fact that Saturn is in retrograde. And so during Saturn retrogrades, it actually sort of brings it brings a lot of karmic rewards. There is a lot of energy that, you know, for past efforts, for hard work, you get recognized for. And so again, this King of Pentacles, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, but this energy of just really being abundant, having a lot of money, having a lot of wealth, having a lot of success during this time is also possible too, all right? But some of the guidance I was given to share is that this full moon is really going to illuminate the shadow. Because it is going to illuminate the shadow, it's a good time personally to do a lot of shadow work. Just look at your fears. Look at the things that maybe you're concerned about in your life. Look at your stressors. Look at your triggers. Because all of those things, their purpose is to bring you into a state of healing. And you can heal the most during Cancer season because of all the water and the emotion. It's like a time to purge old emotions, old thought forms, really cry it out if you need to cry, or just get it out of your system so that you're clearing your energy and you're opening the energetic space for bringing in more abundance, more balance, more harmony, more justice to your life at this time. So shadow work is really, really important. The other thing is that because the sun brings light to the full moon, right? It sort of dispels all illusions. And so full moons can be very, very illuminating, especially this one, because it's like everything that you thought was true or everything that you were making assumptions about, you could see that maybe it was actually false. And that is very, very liberating. It helps to set you free. All right. So with that, we are going to get into a brief oracle card reading. I'm going to use the energy oracle card. Bottom of the deck is Healer of the Ages. So there is healing that is possible during this time. But for those of you who are feeling this energy and that it's really heavy, you know, be gentle, loving, and caring to yourself. Really prioritize your self-care at this time. All right. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of unconditional love. What messages do you want to bring through for this full moon in Capricorn? Do that one. And one more. One more. This one's flying out. Okay. So the first is strategy. Great time to make plans, to do research, to gather more information. Really, really prepare yourself, especially if you're wanting to move forward in some of your area of your life. Do all the hard work. Look at the fine print. Get all the information so that you can make the most informed decision, all right? And with, again, because Mercury is aspected so much in this full moon, information is going to come to you. What you need is going to be revealed to you. Very important to rest and rejuvenate. You cannot give from an empty cup. And so if you're feeling stressed out, tired, worried, if you're feeling that heavier energy, really, really a time to take a step back and rest, you know, and again, protect your energetic space, guard your energy from other people, outside influences that may be dragging you down. With indecision coming up, for some of you, what I'm hearing is that you're at a crossroads. There is an important decision you need to make. You might be going back and forth, but Spirit is saying if you rest and rejuvenate and gather more information, you will know the right direction for you to take at this time, all right? And as you make a decision, it's going to open up the door to personal healing and happiness. Again, Cancer season is a very, very healing season. Even if it's a healing in a way where you have to confront a lot of emotions and kind of purge them, that opens up the energetic space. For some of you too, whatever decision you're struggling with, once you make that decision, once you make that choice, it brings in a lot of peace. I'm seeing the dove. It's about peace. It's the energy of the Holy Spirit. So peace, grace, happiness, relief. And there's also a rainbow here. So there could be miracles and blessings coming to you as well. Again, once you make a choice. Interesting though, here is we have the thinking man and the thinking woman. So this is divine counterpart. This is mirroring energy. And so if you strategize and plan, gather research, make sure that you rest, renew yourself, really prioritize your self-care during this full moon period, make wise, informed decisions, It opens up this door to personal healing and happiness, but it also could open up the doorway for the communication and healing between divine masculine and divine feminine. We have two counterparts here. And so this definitely could be a full moon that can bring in a lot of healing and communication for twin flames, okay? So with that, I'm going to do some tarot real quick, Light Seers Tarot, just to get a couple further messages. And then bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Wands. So things will move forward quickly. It's also an energy of communication. Communications are coming. Again, this full moon is going to bring a lot to the surface. So just remember though, listen when people are communicating. Don't necessarily take everything that they say at this time personally, just because they may be feeling a lot of heavy energy too, okay? Spirit, higher self, what further messages do you want to bring in for this full moon in Capricorn? One more card. Wow, I was not kidding when I said divine counterparts, because the Lovers was the last card that flew out. So there is an opportunity for healing, for reconciliation, for love, and for union right now. But let's start with the first card, all right? Judgment flew out. Judgment is an energy of rebirth. It's an energy of renewal. It's an energy of second chances. What you thought was dead or over is getting its second life. So there is an energy of rising up, rising out of the ashes, becoming the phoenix, and entering into a new dawn. But there is some sort of action required with the Knight of Swords. You need to be on hot pursuit. You need to really keep your eyes on the prize. You need to gather the information and do the research and make sure that you're getting all the information you need to move forward at this time, all right? Ten of Swords, the end of a challenging situation, the end of negativity, the end of things that have caused you a lot of mental anguish. You're coming into a lighter and easier time because we have the World, successful karmic completion. You've completed a soul cycle. You're leveling up and you're entering into the next phase. As you do, there you have the Eight of Cups. Because of this evolution that you have been on, this journey that you have been on, you're walking towards the light and walking away from the past in whatever way that resonates with you. But it's time again to focus on the light and stay looking forward. Don't look back. You're not going that way. Because if you can look forward, this is what is available to you. The Lovers. Love, support, connection, desire, happiness, commitment, stability within a partnership that is possible. And at the bottom of the deck, beautiful, beautiful energy, we have the Chariot, which is the Cancer card, which is all about balance, victory, triumphing over the heavier energies. But it is a balance of duality. And so this full moon, the most important thing to do is just balance the lower aspects of the energy with the higher aspects of yourself, all right? So with that, that is the reading for this full moon in Capricorn. I hope everyone just takes a breath, takes a beat, really focuses on their self-care, focus on what they need, and prioritize that at this time. I'm sending lots of love. Take care.